Hey y'all, I'm back for day 3. Finally made it back to Oregon. I'm really happy to be here, breathing the fresh air, and unfortunately, it's a pretty gray day. I'm hoping it doesn't start raining on me while I'm out here. But it is really nice to be home, sleep in my own bed. I'm going to go to the gym later, try and get some life maintenance stuff going. Checking in with myself today. I'm feeling a little congested. I do live in the grass seed capital of basically the known universe. And so, as a result of that, my allergies can kind of get rough. But other than that, in terms of my sort of bipolarness, if you will, I'm feeling pretty grounded. I'm really looking forward to getting back into my regular routine. That is a huge part of what it is for me to practice self-care and to be able to get through the times where things are harder, is just if I can be consistent in when I get up, what I eat, when I eat, how I exercise. Those are all really important things for me, and they really make a difference. So, yeah, that's what's going on with that. I was thinking I might talk about medication today. I know I had mentioned that yesterday, but I think I'm going to table that conversation because yesterday I posted videos and I also posted the article I wrote for Essay Commits on Facebook. And as a result of that posting, I have been getting messages from a lot of different people who have been disclosing to me their own challenges, their own issues with mental health, mental illness, and I just want to say first off that I really honor people's willingness to disclose, and I also really honor people's willingness or unwillingness to disclose publicly. I just want to state that, this is a decision that I made to share publicly, and I really hope that the message I'm not sending is that it's shameful not to share. I really want people to understand. I want to break the silence. I want to have more conversation, but I totally understand why people don't want to share. This is freaking scary. And I don't know what is going to come from putting this out there on the internet, but I just know that for me, this is what I want to do, and it's what's right for me. So for those of you who have disclosed to me, who have sent me messages, I'm with you. I feel you. And I really honor your willingness to share with anybody. I hope that you have people around you that you can feel supported and loved by. And I just really also honor that, it's not necessarily something that everybody should be doing, getting up and doing a video blog. But yeah, so maybe what I should talk about a little bit today is what to do if someone discloses to you that they have a mental illness. And once again, I'm speaking from my own experience. I'm speaking about things that I think, and there's probably a lot of ways to do this. And so I just want to state that as a disclaimer ahead of time. I do not speak for everyone that has bipolar disorder. I do not speak for everyone that's experiencing mental illness or having challenges with their mental health. But what I will say is that if somebody chooses to disclose to you, and this goes for anybody, whether you have a mental illness or not, if someone chooses to disclose to you, I highly recommend thanking them for trusting you with their story. It's scary to share. There's a lot of stigma, and there's a lot of shame, and there's a lot of fear for a lot of people, and I know for me that was the case. And so the best thing, in my opinion, that one can do initially is just to say, thank you for trusting me and for honoring me with sharing your story. I think that another appropriate thing to say is, what can I do to support you? And do you need any other types of help? And people may just want to know. They may also be out telling you because they need to move forward with other things and they need your support. So, it's appropriate to say, hey, what can I do and what do you need? I think one thing that's not appropriate to do is ask people questions right off the bat about their experiences, particularly asking whether or not they are taking medication, because I think that that's a pretty tenuous thing. I know for me, I'm willing to talk about the fact that I take medication here, and yet also I think about whether or not that's something that I want to share with people right away. You know, if I'm going to travel to a conference and I'm sharing a space with someone, do I leave my prescription in the bathroom counter or do I hide it in my DOF kit? I have to ask that question. And so recognizing that there are lots of aspects of what it means to have a mental illness, including therapy, treatment, medication, experiences, that really space should be given for sharing, but not necessarily should questions be asked. And there may be people that will say, hey, you can ask me whatever you want. And at that point, once again, you've been given a tremendous gift. And so use it wisely. Think about what it is you're asking and think about why you're asking it. And I think also, I think it's really important for people when someone discloses to you, if you're really concerned, you need to talk with that person about your concern, and you need to try and work with that person to get them the help that they need. But it's really important not to be so intrusive that you're placing your values on them. You know, most people who are experiencing mental illness, when they share that with you, they probably have already gone through and looked for help. But if they are looking for help, that's something you can ask. Like, are you sharing this with me because you would like me to help you get help? I think that that would be totally appropriate to ask. I know for me, it was a very private experience. I didn't want to talk to anyone about it. I wanted to make the decisions for myself. I wanted to move through it in my own way. And when I choose to disclose, it's because I'm sharing that part of who I am with another person. And sometimes I do need support. Sometimes I'm sharing with a person because I need a hug, or I just need somebody to know what's going on for me. But that doesn't necessarily mean that I need someone to be poking into my life. I think it's a window into my space that I'm willing to let some people in and some people not. And obviously, I'm willing to let a lot of people in if I'm putting this out on the internet. But that's not the case for everyone. And that wasn't the case for me for the last couple of years. Yeah, I think that's most of what I'm going to share today. I will say thank you so much for those people who have sent me messages of support and of love. And again, those people that have chosen to send me their notes and to disclose to me, I truly honor your story. Thank you so much for trusting me with it. And again, if there's any way I can support you, please let me know, particularly if you're sharing with me because you're looking to try and find pathways to help and assistance. I love you all, and I will talk to you all tomorrow.